It is Wednesday afternoon. Clara started the week with clear intentions, but right now she stands in her kitchen, feeling completely scattered and quietly exhausted. It is tempting to view this as a lack of discipline or a failure of faith, but she prays, she tries. The reality is that willpower operates on a timer, starting over. Her exhaustion does not stem from physical labor. It comes from carrying emotional and spiritual weight that she was never actually assigned to hold. We spend massive amounts of energy trying to manage uncontrollable outcomes, like other people's moods or daily disruptions. Real accountability requires releasing what we cannot control and taking strict responsibility for our own internal effort. Peace begins the moment she stops trying to fix the external noise and turns her attention to the architecture of her inner world. Her first active step is to simply stop. Clara halts her constant motion to create a small pocket of stillness where the truth of her situation can actually surface. To govern her reactions, she pairs faith with wisdom from ancient philosophers. They understood that real strength comes from self-command, not from controlling the environment. Look at this instruction detailing the biblical principle of taking thoughts captive. Clara cannot stop every fear from entering her mind, but she has the authority to dictate which ones remain. There is a fraction of a second between an event happening and her reaction to it. Owning that tiny space is the foundational step in gatekeeping her soul. Complex routines are too fragile for a busy life. Clara abandons her elaborate schedules and builds a single, non-negotiable daily anchor. A solitary, reliable structure does not act as a cage. It serves as the firm framework where real freedom can safely operate. This exercise outlines a method for protecting one specific domain. By setting a strict boundary, Clara protects her energy and focus before the day's demands can drain them. Establishing boundaries and demanding self-respect is not an act of pride. It is the absolute prerequisite for being faithfully present for others. This alignment check walks Clara through her recent actions, helping her identify exactly where she compromised on the values she claims matter most. True order demands looking past her calendar. She has to examine her unexamined emotional interior. This means identifying and governing feelings like fear and anger. It replaces the exhausting practice of suppressing emotions or performing fake positivity with genuine, objective examination. Discipline without direction is just a heavy burden. True alignment occurs only when your external actions mirror a calm, governed emotional state. Life inevitably happens. Chaos strikes, and Clara's routine completely collapses. But this time, the familiar wave of shame is completely absent. She uses this 30-second emergency sequence to interrupt the panic. Breathe, filter what she can actually control, and complete one deliberate action to reclaim her agency. Order is not a state of perfection that you achieve once. It is a direction that you build the resilience to consistently return to. Clara finds stillness in motion. She is no longer reacting to her environment. She is governing herself within it. Her interactions are now anchored by these 3 lines. I will govern what is within. I will protect what has been entrusted to me. I will trust God with the rest. You can stop the exhausting cycle of starting over. Every time you choose to govern yourself rather than be governed, you have returned to order. Sustainable peace is available right now. You just have to choose to become the architect of your own inner structure.